Hello, my lovely Aries, and welcome to Soulsake Tarot. My name is Christina, and I'm going to be doing your general read for the upcoming month of February. I hope that y'all are doing well. Please keep in mind these are general reads, gender neutral, roles can be reversed, time is fluid. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we've got. So far we have the Crone and the Queen. Aries for February. The Stone. The Offering, something else I can't see. So we got one more for Aries. For the month of February. Okay. Sword, the Stone, the Offering, Nectar, the Queen, and the Crone. Okay, Aries. I want to start with the sword because I feel like a huge theme for a lot of y'all's reads has just been like that idea of like cutting away behaviors, cutting away with things that were keeping you from moving forward in the way that you really wanted to move forward. And so I feel like, you've just kind of been coming out of this place where you have the Crone, which is that idea of like, you know now, like you're aware of your patterns, you're aware of your motive and what drives you to kind of shift directions, and how that has maybe prevented you from staying in one direction, and you have the Stone here, so I just kind of want to say that ties into that idea of being anchored in yourself and knowing yourself, like having gone through the cycles of you frequently enough at this point, or maybe not frequently, but like you've done it enough times now that what you need to cut away from in order to really like move forward in life in the way that you want to. And then we have the Queen, the Offering, and the Nectar. And I don't know who the Queen is in this. I feel like we need to do some more clarifiers. Roles can be reversed. So for some of you all, you may be the Queen. For others of you, the Queen is the person that you're going toward. And again, gender neutral. But the idea here is that, you're offering up, I want to say like the sweetness and the sincerity of who you are. And I want to say that the Queen is the other person. And I say that because, Aries, you guys take the lead a lot of times in your relationships. Like you have that, the role of the one who charges in the battle, the one who leads the way. And so I feel like this is somebody who has like influence over you. And the Queen, the idea behind this card is that she's the expression of the King. The one who kind of turns the King's attention in the direction that it needs to go. And I feel like this person has had that impact on you, which seems like has been in some of your other reads. Again, gender neutral, but it seems like this person that you're making this offering to is somebody who, just has a really big influence on you, has really helped you, I want to say, like step into this level of maturity. I feel like they've already kind of influenced and impacted you in a way that has inspired you to, reach out to them, from a place that's, I want to say like coming correct, like wasn't it you guys are always typing the messages and sending these things, but you've been held back from moving toward what you really wanted because you were still kind of caught up in all of these other, relationships or, like how scenarios, however that plays out for y'all. but now you're moving toward this person. That's what I'm feeling like for the month of February. This seems to be kind of going in that direction. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay. Aries for the month of February. Two of Wands and another card, I'm not sure yet. Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. I mean, Aries, it seems like you're just really, I want to say that you're coming in and you're being protective of the changes that have occurred. Like maybe you're coming into this offering almost like on the defense. Like you're like, okay, listen, like I know this, and like that's been cut away with, and now I'm here. That's just like this, like almost like an emperor energy behind this Two of Wands, just like I'm here and I'm protecting this, and I feel, like this is what I want. Is this relationship with this person? Six of Pentacles and some other cards I can't see. I feel like you guys with the messages always. Okay, so this is the idea of, this is a contract card. But I feel like since it's the offering, it's more of that idea of like, writing them a message, sending them a text, an email, a DM, like whatever, however you're communicating this with this person. But just the idea that you're laying to rest the things that were, and anchoring into yourself in a way that's allowing you to move forward toward this person and bring this offering, because you've cut away with things that stood in the way in the past. Then you have the Four of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. And I want to say that, the idea here is that, you've taken the time, I want to say, to really figure yourself out and, gain some understanding. And, the Four of Wands is kind of like an entrepreneur card. And Aries, I feel like this is part of like this message that you're sending, of just kind of like, I've taken the time to really cut away with behaviors and stand on my own 2 feet and figure things out. I want to say that like you've shown initiative in your own life, and it's kind of that idea of like demonstrating that initiative, which seems to make sense because you guys have always been, with the messages, but never with the actions. It was like your follow through was like lacking. And I want to say a lot of that had to do with the fact that you guys were just constantly like testing out different things. It was just like, it was something different, something new, and you just wanted to try it. And now, I think you've tried so many things that you feel like you have like a more solid knowledge, and so you're able to really anchor yourself more into what it is that you want, rather than just like trying out what everybody else is doing, The Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands in this deck is kind of the idea of like a partnership. Like you wanting to partner with this person to, move forward. The idea on this card, it's so happy. They're just like dancing their way through. It's like they've found each other, and now they're ready to set out on this adventure together. And I feel like that's kind of what you're saying to this person is like, like now that I have a little bit better of an understanding of myself, I feel like it's time for me to really start moving forward. In bringing this offering, I feel like that's kind of like what you're offering to them. And I feel like with the Queen and the Two of Wands, it's just kind of that idea of like, of that match, of just like finding that person who you want to really move forward with, and kind of like this dance of life, I almost want to say, like not literal, but Okay, let's see if there's anything else we can get for my Aries. How does this person feel about it? Ooh. The Four of Cups and the Sun. I don't know if that's you or them. I kind of feel like that's you, honestly. I know I just said, like, how do they feel about it? But I don't know, maybe roles can be reversed, so take it either way. I mean, maybe both of you feel this way, but it's just kind of that idea of feeling disheartened and feeling like you're missing out on something that's really just, like a joyous experience in life. Like this person really just kind of lights up your world, and, like you feel safe and comfortable around them. And sad that it's not gone anywhere, sad that you've had to let it go. But like also you needed to do that so that you could really cut away with behaviors and anchor back into, you. And take the time to really cut away with what was and move forward for yourself, so that when you brought this message to this person, it wasn't just a retyped email or a retyped text. It was like this, okay, I'm bringing something to the table now. I'm not just throwing a bunch of words your way. Because I feel like you understand that it was no way for them to, like, they deserved better than that. And you want to be more protective this time. Let's go to the hidden row. Ooh, the Fool. Ace of Swords. And I feel like with this new truth of self, you're just really wanting to kind of set off on to that next journey of life with them. You want to set off toward, this sweetness, this partnership with this person. You want to enjoy life. And I think you don't want to carry any of the baggage of the past along with you anymore. It's kind of like I finally let all of it go. Like I finally cut away from all of this sadness. And I want to move forward toward, something I think that feels more centrally focused on who you are now versus who you were before. Okay, let's see if we can get another archetype for my Aries for February. Maybe. Maybe not. The Hunter. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is somebody who you had known or had your eye on for a while. This isn't somebody new coming into your life, because you have the Apocalypse and the Mother. And I feel like this person just kind of felt like you were too clingy, like you weren't really sincere about anything. You were just like spewing a bunch of stuff out and trying to like hold on to them without ever actually making any changes. And it's like, I think they just kind of felt like those are all the things that needed to be cut away with, I'm not here to, I almost want to say like this idea of like, I'm not here to cater to your ego. If you just want me around to make you feel better about yourself, then like, why? Why would I waste my time giving to somebody who's never going to give anything back sincerely other than a bunch of bullshit? Love you guys. Don't mean that to be a jerk, but I mean, that's kind of the energy right now of like, I feel like this person, like that's how they feel towards you. That's that Four of Cups energy, that now you're seeing how you were making them feel with the decisions that you were making and why you were making those decisions and things that you needed to cut away with and ways that you needed to come back into yourself. And, you have the Hunter and Aries. I mean, that feels like just such solid Aries energy to me, honestly, just that idea of like, now I know. Now I've figured it all out. Now that I know and I figured it out and I cut away with it all, I'm so ready to move forward. In life with this person. I feel like you're like, I'm ready to move forward in life with you. Is really just like the whole energy. What else can we get here for Aries? Queen of Swords. And the Nine of Wands. I kind of feel like this is the person. I mean, the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Wands is just kind of that idea of like getting caught up in the truth and cutting away with the bullshit. I mean, that's your energy, but maybe it's just kind of like that force of energy that you're coming in with. Maybe it's not that person, it's you. But it's that idea of coming in with this message that's just kind of like you're swept away in it. Like there's literally... It's like all the force of you behind this truth, like you are very, very determined to not only express, but also demonstrate and move forward with this person. It's like you took the time to really work on yourself. And now you're like, okay, I've been thinking about this and coming up with scenarios and working out ways in my head and trying my shot here and there and, like never really getting anywhere. And now you're like, okay, I listened to everything that this person said to me. I saw my patterns. I saw my behaviors, I saw how it left this person feeling lack. And it kind of brought an end to everything because it wasn't a healthy energy. We have the King of Wands that came out. And again, it's just that like very decided action, like taking action. Like the king riding in on his horse. Gender neutral. But anyways, okay. I mean, it seems like you guys have really just been going through and will be going through, like these just transitions of self, and cutting away with things that were preventing you from moving forward and, anchoring into, who you are and what you want and, decidedly going toward it with this open honesty of communication. And I want to say just like an action, the offering is actually offering something up, more than just like saying something. You're actually offering up something substantial. So best of luck to you. I mean, I don't feel like anything really came out in terms of how this person's reacting to it. But you seem to be coming in with something very different from what you've come in with the past. So good luck. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.